Welcome to AI Entertainment, where we let the computers do our thinking. This is AI Says Top 10. The greatest movie villains. Number 10, Michael Myers is the embodiment of pure, silent terror. What makes him a great villain isn't just the mask or the knife, it's the mystery. He doesn't talk, he doesn't run, and he doesn't stop. He's not driven by greed or revenge, he's driven by an almost supernatural evil that can't be reasoned with. That blank, emotionless face, the mask reflects his inhumanity. He turns suburban neighborhoods, the safest feeling places, into battlegrounds of fear. He's terrifying because he's everywhere and nowhere, hiding in the shadows of your own home. He's not a monster you can defeat, he's fear itself, unstoppable and eternal. That's why Michael Myers isn't just a great horror villain, he's one of the greatest villains in movie history. Number 9. Eamon Goeth, portrayed chillingly by Ralph Fiennes in Schindler's List, is a great villain because he represents evil in its most human form. He's not a monster from myth, he's a real man, and that makes him all the more horrifying. Goeth's casual cruelty, his random acts of violence, and his complete lack of remorse make him a terrifying reflection of what unchecked power and hatred can do. He's not driven by survival or necessity, he kills because he can and because he enjoys it. What makes him so effective is how disturbingly normal he seems while committing atrocities. He's not a caricature, he's the banality of evil personified. He forces us to confront the darkest parts of human nature, and that's what makes Eamon Goeth such a haunting and unforgettable villain. Number 8. The T-800 from the Terminator strips humanity down to a cold, mechanical threat, relentless, emotionless, and nearly indestructible. Arnold Schwarzenegger's portrayal made the T-800 iconic, a perfect fusion of physical power and technological terror. It doesn't feel pain, fear, or mercy, it simply executes. What makes the T-800 terrifying is its unstoppable nature. You can run, hide, shoot it full of holes, but it just keeps coming. It's a villain that represents our fear of machines surpassing us, of losing control over our own creations. And its blank stare, robotic voice, and brutal efficiency have burned it into pop culture history. The T-800 doesn't need to scream or cackle, it simply walks through walls, emotionless and inevitable. That's what makes it such a legendary cinematic villain. Number 7. Voldemort embodies the fear of losing identity, love, and humanity in the pursuit of power. He's not just evil for evil's sake. He's a product of fear, trauma, and an obsessive need to control death itself. What makes Voldemort so chilling is his complete rejection of anything that makes us human, empathy, friendship, even his own name. He builds an army not just with dark magic, but with ideology, manipulation, and fear. He's terrifying because he's both brilliant and brutal, capable of immense cruelty while maintaining a cold, calculated purpose. And his presence looms even when he's not on screen. His name alone inspires dread. Voldemort isn't just a wizard gone wrong, he's a warning of what happens when power becomes more important than people. That's why he stands among the greatest villains in fiction. Number 6. Anton Chigurh feels less like a man and more like fate wearing a human face. In No Country for Old Men, he doesn't kill out of rage or greed, he kills by principle, by his own twisted code. His calm, emotionless demeanor, paired with sudden, shocking violence, makes him utterly unpredictable and terrifying. He's a hitman with a coin toss, a symbol of randomness and inevitability. What makes Chigurh so chilling is that you can't reason with him, can't bargain. He believes in something beyond morality, beyond consequence. Javier Bardem's haunting performance turns silence into suspense and small talk into a death sentence. Anton Chigurh isn't just a villain, he's a walking force of chaos, cold and unrelenting. That's what makes him one of the most unforgettable villains in modern cinema. Number 5. Hans Gruber redefined what it means to be a charismatic mastermind. In Die Hard, Alan Rickman brought a suave, intelligent, and ruthlessly efficient presence to the screen. Gruber isn't just a terrorist, he's a thief with a plan, a cool head, and a deadly sense of style. What makes him so compelling is his charm. He's cultured, articulate, even humorous, but always dangerous. He plays mind games, manipulates hostages, and goes toe-to-toe with John McClane, not just with bullets, but with brains. Gruber's sophistication makes his evil feel more refined, more terrifying. He's not just trying to kill, he's trying to outwit, outclass, and outmaneuver. That elegance, paired with Rickman's unforgettable performance, makes Hans Gruber one of the greatest villains to ever take the high ground in an action film. Number 4. Norman Bates hides true horror behind a boyish smile and unsettling charm. In Psycho, he's not a hulking monster or a mass killer, he's the soft-spoken guy next door, which makes his darkness all the more terrifying. What makes Norman unforgettable is the duality, the innocent motel clerk and the twisted mind ruled by a warped version of his mother. His madness isn't loud or theatrical, it's quiet, creeping, and deeply psychological. The shocking reveal, the chilling stare, the iconic shower scene Bates changed horror forever by showing that the scariest monsters are the ones hiding in plain sight. He's the original wolf in sheep's clothing, a tragic figure whose evil is both terrifying and deeply human. That complexity is what makes Norman Bates one of the greatest villains in cinematic history. Number 3. The Joker in The Dark Knight doesn't want money, power, or control, he wants chaos. Heath Ledger's performance redefined the character as an agent of anarchy, a force that thrives on exposing the fragility of society's morals. He's unpredictable, terrifying, and disturbingly insightful. What makes him so compelling is that he gets people he knows how to twist, fear, bend logic, and push even the noblest heroes to the edge. He's not just fighting Batman, he's challenging the very idea of order. With his smeared makeup, haunting laugh, and warped philosophy, the Joker isn't just a villain. He's a mirror, reflecting the darkest parts of human nature. He doesn't just break the rules, he makes you question why the rules exist at all. That's what makes him one of the most iconic and unforgettable villains in film history. Number 2. Hannibal Lecter, the perfect blend of intellect, elegance, and pure menace. In The Silence of the Lambs, he isn't a raging monster, he's calm, cultured, and terrifyingly intelligent. He doesn't just kill, he dissects, manipulates, and savors every moment like a fine meal. What makes Lecter unforgettable is his ability to get inside your head. He doesn't need to lift a finger to instill fear. His words are sharper than any knife. He's charming, polite, and yet capable of unspeakable horrors. That contradiction, refined civility wrapped around brutal savagery, is what makes him so disturbing. Anthony Hopkins' iconic performance turned Lecter into a cinematic legend, making audiences both fear and strangely admire him. He's not just a villain, he's a psychological predator, and that's what makes Hannibal Lecter one of the greatest villains of all time. Number 1. Darth Vader is the perfect fusion of power, fear, and tragedy. From the moment he enters Star Wars, he commands the screen with his towering presence, mechanical breathing, and unstoppable force. He's the enforcer of the Empire, a symbol of oppression and dread, crushing hope wherever he goes. But what makes Vader truly unforgettable isn't just his strength, it's his story. Beneath the mask is Anakin Skywalker, a fallen hero consumed by pain, fear, and the lure of control. His descent into darkness and eventual redemption adds depth and humanity to his terror. He's not just a villain, he's a warning of what happens when love turns to obsession and freedom gives way to fear. With iconic lines, an unforgettable voice, and a legacy that shaped generations, Darth Vader is the gold standard of cinematic villains.
That's the list. Do you think the AI got it right? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what list you want the AI to create next. The less work for us, the better. Remember that thinking is hard, so let the AI do it for you. Thanks again, and do us a favor. Like and subscribe so that we can pay for all the electricity. Goodbye, everyone.